Hello everyone, I'm here again with another video for y'all. I have you another reading. I hope everyone is doing great. So this one is going to be messages from your deceased loved ones, messages from the other side. I have been wanting to do this one for a minute now. I've been wanting to do it for a while, and I don't know why I kept like pushing it back, but you know, I just decided to just go ahead on and do it. And yeah, so that's what we're going to be doing today. I did do a meditation before I did this, as well as make sure my channel is clear for, you know, these loved ones of yours to come through, okay? Also, you know, I'm going to try to steer away from like being like gender specific about who's coming through, but I will say that if that's what I'm picking up on, if they want it to be known, just to give that extra confirmation to those who need it, I may say something, okay? But I'm gonna try not to do that unless they're telling me to do that, or I feel called to like name, like whether it's a man or a woman or whatever, or like a specific age group or whatever. I do have to do stuff like that just for that extra confirmation. And you know, they do give me that information just so you know, whoever watches the reading, you know, they can pick up on that, or just to give like a specific sign, a confirmation or whatever, okay? Also, I will be including months in here as well, so maybe you might get that extra confirmation if you need it for, you know, this person's birthday month that comes through, this spirit's birthday month, you know, or like a month or something when they pass, as well as numbers and letters. Those letters may give you extra confirmation, and maybe words and phrases and stuff like that. Their name may come through, their initials, all of that may give you that confirmation. Other messages might come through there for you guys, what if I channel them or not, or you know, you might pick up on something through those letters and numbers as well. This can be, you know, the year they were born, the year they passed, months they passed, like the date they passed. It can be stuff like that, or you know, transition, okay, when they pass transition. But yeah, so that's what's gonna be taking place here. And yeah, just be open to what comes through. And yeah, I'm going to do the best that I can to get some clear messages for you, because some of y'all need this, okay? Again, I'm not sure why I kept pushing this back, but you know, here it is. It's been a while since I did it, but you know, I have been doing deceased loved ones reading since I've been on YouTube. It's just been a hot minute, you know. A lot of those are on private, but I feel good to be doing this right now. And yeah, again, some of y'all do need it. Whoever finds this video finds it, all right? Whoever needs to see it, see it. It's not very popular, but, you know, again, some of y'all need this. Y'all might be going through something right now, or need, you know, that confirmation. But we're going to see here. Welcome if you are new. I'm Donnescha. I read tarot intuitively. If you end up liking this video, this reading, in any way, I hope you subscribe. It'd be really wonderful to have you around if you do decide to stick around, all right? And welcome back to those of you who have been around. You guys already know it's good to have y'all back. Let's get into the group selection. We do have these cards on here. I forgot the name of the deck. But yeah, we do have these cards here to help you select your group. But, you know, always go with what you're most drawn to instead of what's on the, like on the groups here. I did pre-pull cards or whatever, because I don't want this video to drag on too long if I'm shuffling different decks. So I did pre-pull some stuff, and I'll pull some other stuff here later on. But yeah, 4 groups here. Group number 1 will be emotions. I release strong emotions. Group number 2 will be authenticity. I can be my true self. Group number 3 will be divine assistance. I am open to receive. And group number 4 will be divinity. I know my true identity, all right? So starting over from the left, moving to the right of your screen, you're going to go like this here, of course, y'all. You know, give it a pause if you need time to make your selection. You can select however many groups you would like to. It may be more than one person coming through here for you, or, you know, It be, you know, they may be coming through in multiple groups. It just depends on, you know, what you feel drawn to. I don't care how many you pick. I do want you to keep in mind, though, this will be a general reading, as all readings I do on this channel are general, all right? So, you know, it's necessary to take whatever feels right for you, you know, and lead them other messages to other people. Of course, you don't have to accept any of these messages. Reject them, all right? And with that being said, let's go ahead on and get started. Group number 1, how y'all doing? I hope you're doing great. Welcome to your reading. You guys pick emotions. So we're going to see what your deceased loved one wants to say to you, what messages they have that's going to come through here. I will include letters and numbers in here for extra confirmation, as well as months. You can get like the month they might have transitioned, or like their birthday month, and it could also be your birthday month that comes through to give you extra confirmation, but specifically more pertaining to or relating to them. But if none of that resonates but the message does, you can still take it as yours. As well, you know, we'll get like some final advice for them at the end as well too. But yeah, let's go ahead on and get into it. So emotions, I release strong emotions. All right, so let's see. Excuse that here if I leave markings on the table there with my hands. It says here, change me, divine beloved, into the one who can easily access all my feelings. Let me bless and release anger, resentment, or bitterness. May I release any emotions that block happiness and contentment. Okay. So, you know, maybe for some of you, you were a little bit angry about this person's transition, like their passing, okay? I don't want to say death because, you know, we don't die. We continue on. The body dies with the earth. The body does, but the spirit doesn't, okay? But when this person passed on a transition, you were angry. Maybe you were angry with the creator. You were angry that, you know, maybe for some of you might have was angry with them just a tad bit. Like, why did you have to, like, leave me? Like, why did you have to leave? Or is what's coming through here. Maybe you said that and you were angry about it a bit. Some of you, it could have been some resentment. It could have been some bitterness. Or again, like, how could there be for some of y'all, you might even say God if you were, you know, you come from a religious background. How could there be a God or a creator if you know, inflict this type of pain, you know what I mean, of this loss on you? You know, it was really hard for you. It was a very emotional time as well, because you released strong emotions. Those strong emotions was anger. It was, you know, maybe again, you might have was mad at the creator, or, you know, frustrated with, you know, the situation, what have you, surrounding their transition, their passing. And, you know, that actually caused a lot of blockages for you. And your loved one is saying here, they don't want you to be angry that they transition. Now, for some of you, this is like a past thing, but maybe some of you still have some of that anger in you, or you just still don't understand why did it have to happen like that, or why did this happen? They could have continued to live or something like that. Because, you know, you view this person, they was genuinely a good person. Like, why does this good people leave the earth like this, or like have to pass on? But then you have, they could have some people, they're no good, and you like, they get to live a full life, but, you know, this person didn't get to live on, or get to live to a certain age or whatever. But I don't know, for some of you, this person probably did transition from old age. But I'm just saying, like, others of you, you know, it just was, you know, a lot of anger here, right? And it could have caused, you know, blockages, kept you from being happy and content. Let's see some other messages here. We have 6th house, craft, Cancer, gratitude, gossip, owl, good advice from a wise person. Nine of arrows, this is the Nine of Swords, dedication. And then you have the hummingbird. Interesting. Okay, so the simple fact that I did mention, I wanted to say God a lot, or like I did mention like some of you may come from a religious background. For some of you, this person was religious. They were a very specifically religious, spiritual person here, is what's coming through here. And so, you know, they had like that belief, whatever religion it was. I am picking up on that. For some of you, like I had said in the beginning, if you watched the intro, or I believe I said it in the opening of this group, if I picked up on a gender, I will say that, but I'm going to try not to do that. I also said that, but I am picking up on, for some of you, this could have been a woman. Now, this could still be a man here, but for some of you, this could have been a woman. This could have been like a grandmother, or like for some of you, a mother, or like some aunt. Like an elder type of person, or someone who was older than you. Could have been also like a sister or a friend coming through here, but I am picking up on a strong woman's energy. Still can be a man, but that can be some of y'all confirmation there. And they had such a positive vibe, and they were such a generous person, very generous. It seems like, you know, this person carried others or did so much for other individuals, especially for you, took really good care of you, or took you under their wing is what I'm picking up on, and took really good care of you. Could be someone you looked up to, and you guys could still have been the same age, because for some of you this could have been a friend as well. But let me steer away from like who it can be specifically and get some of these messages. This person could have, they're telling me they were sick in the situation. They're saying they were sick for some of you, but they didn't know how bad it was, or they discovered something too late. If some of y'all resonate with that. They didn't know how bad it was, how bad it actually was, or how sick they actually were, is what I'm picking up on. For some of you, this person kept it a secret, their health. Like they didn't tell you the full truth of how sick they actually were as well. And for others, like I said, they didn't know how sick they actually was, like how bad it was. They could have been on medication for some of you. Like there's a specific type, they was on a medication, of course. You know, that might be something that comes out for several, but I'm just saying, like there's a specific medication for something here, because they showing me pills and like a line of medications on like a table here, and they're like showing it, presenting it to me. They could have worn glasses, because they want to make sure you know who it is, like to give you that confirmation that it's them for some of you here. They could have, for some of you here, that I was also picking up on, for some of you, it could have been a woman, because for some of you, whatever it was, it's a health issue that mostly affects women specifically, or it's only specifically to women. Like this sickness or health issue is what's coming through here. It affects women a lot more than men. This person could have had children, or you could have been their child, like I said, or this could have been like an aunt or a grandmother or somebody like that, is what's coming through here. But yeah, something here with like pills and medication and things of that nature coming through here. Like shots, like they could have been like taking certain shots or something like that. I don't know, it's something of that nature. But they were very wise. Again, they're saying that, you know, whatever it is that's keeping you from being happy, whatever it is, don't let it keep you from being happy. Like, you have power and control over this, right? They sending in a lot of positive energy to you, because like I said, this person was very positive and a very genuine person, because we do have gratitude. They want you to be in the here and now. They want you to be right now in the present moment, and you can see here with gratitude, and let gratitude pour through your body, because they're saying, you know, they want you to feel warmth, because some of you could be in a place where it's a lot of, like, you're in a cold place, or maybe you have resentment towards other people. Some things could be going on. They want you, this person is saying here, they want you to let go of grudges, of holding on to things of your past, because it's only keeping you it's only keeping you stagnant. It's not helping, you know, your situation at all. Is what's coming through here. This person, when they was on this earth, they could have worked a job that, you know, they served people. For some of you, maybe this person actually worked in the health field here. This can be some of y'all confirmation. And this person was all about family and caring. Like, this person nurtured you. Let's get some tarot. They could have had a beautiful, very beautiful voice, or like they could have had like a beautiful singing voice. For some of you, maybe, you know, again, I was saying this person could have been like religious. Maybe they sang, you know, in church or something like that for some of you. Or like they used to hum. Maybe this person hummed like when they cooked, or you know, I don't know, it's something like humming, because of this hummingbird is what I'm picking up on here. The Ten of Pentacles, yeah. Yeah, very family oriented or orientated here. They could have had a specific animal here, like a dog or a cat or something like that. And maybe you took the dog or cat, took care of it after they transition. Maybe they asked you to take the dog or a cat or something like that. Or someone else took the animal in. 4 Wands coming through here. Yeah, they did a lot for their community, for the family. You know, this person could have been the head of the family or something like that for some of you, because this is like a family member coming through here strong. Or like, it's giving like a grandmother type of energy. We have gossip coming through here as well. This is also the heart chakra energy. This person could have been taking medication. Maybe they had heart issues. That could have been what did it, or because I picked up on that heart chakra. Yeah, it seems like they made a lot of the big decisions here in the family. 2 of Wands, 4 of Wands, community, togetherness. Maybe when this person transitioned, you know, everyone kind of went their separate ways after this person transitioned. It's like maybe this person was like that glue that kept everyone together. And so maybe there was a lot of issues after their, you know what I'm picking up on? Maybe, you know, there was an issue with who was staying at the house, like the family house or something like that. Because I'm looking at the house in the back. Some issues with the home, or somebody wanted to sell like the family home, like their home or something like that. Or it could have been they left the home to like all of their children. It could have been some issues surrounding the family home. Let me see. We have Judgment. And for some of you here, a lot of y'all was against someone selling, not a lot of y'all, but some of y'all selling the home. Or like y'all didn't let that happen. Someone might have was trying to sell the home or take over, and it caused a lot of drama and issues and stuff like that. But, you know, it could have been you that stood your ground. It could have been, you know, because I feel like for some of you, this might be like a grandmother, or this can be your mom, or something like that. Y'all was on the opposite. Somebody was trying to sell a home, but, you know, that's something I'm picking up on here. That's not going to be for everyone. It could be a message saying, like, to give you that confirmation that a home was left to, you know, all of, like, the children or grandchildren or something like that, or left to a niece, a nephew, or something like that, depending on who's watching. Is what I'm picking up on here, but everybody not gonna resonate with that, of course, because it's other messages are coming through here stronger. Some people's family members are coming through here a bit stronger than others. Let me see. Could definitely have been a Cancer sign for some of you here. Yeah, I do feel like, you know, when this person passed, again, there was some anger for some of you here, or like frustration, or like there could have been like a falling out in certain relationships within a family after this person transitioned. Or some of you might have was angry with them because they didn't make something clear before they actually transitioned. They should have like left the right person in charge. It could have been like legal issues here. I'm hearing for that, I apologize. They're apologizing for, you know, any issues that they may have left, or something they left. It could have been also, there could have been a financial burden here for some of y'all, something financial issue that had occurred as well after their transition, and they're apologizing for that. Like, I'm sorry for that. Yeah, we have the death card. Yeah, I'm seeing a lot of like a lot of people, like a lot of course it's gonna have people on these tarot decks, but like a lot of families here, you know. For some of you, or for somebody here, something here about you done had a child, you done had a son, y'all done had a son or something, or like it could be a daughter, and they know the son or daughter. Like, they know the whole process of them incarnating on earth, and when you got pregnant, for some of you, or when your partner got pregnant, like they knew everything beforehand. Maybe for some of you, named them, like you gave them the middle name, this person's first name as their middle name, or like their name is somehow inspired by this person in some sort of way here. Like you named them after this person. It could have been something like that. Here we have the Hierophant at the bottom of the deck. And they're like, they were excited about that. They are honored about that as well. Or maybe for some of you, if you have children in the future, you've been thinking about doing that, they would be honored, is what's coming through here. This person was like very organized as well, as far as like the way they kept things in their home where they laid their head to rest. They had, I'm seeing a lot of family pictures and stuff on the walls, on the tables and things of that nature. Like something here like family pictures or portraits or something like of different things. Or like they also showing me like a photo album. And like showing me pictures of you when you were a child, like of you in your youth or whatever. So that's why I said I feel like for some of y'all, like this may be like a grandmother or a mother or some aunt or something. Like this got to be somebody you related to. That's what I'm picking up on here. And yeah, this person was strong within their religion. Like I'm seeing for some of you, this person, you know, they had a Bible. They went to church on Sundays. Now, you know, it depends on the religion or whatever, you know. But, you know, that's what I'm specifically what I'm being shown here. But again, for some of you, this person did not know how bad, you know, or they might have found something out, and it was too late with their health. Like I'm hearing I should have been on top of my health. But, you know, they could have neglected their health is what's being said. Or they didn't know. They're saying I felt okay. Like I felt okay. I didn't feel like nothing was wrong until I was told something was wrong. And then they said that's when they started, of course, feeling like the symptoms and feeling that something was actually wrong. Like they said they felt something was off, but they didn't think it was nothing here. It could have been like they might have been having like back issues, like a lower back issue or something like that. But then they found out it was something else is what's coming through here, that it was something much more to it. That was like a symptom of something much bigger going on. And for some of you, it had something to do with like a heart issue. Oh, for some of you, maybe this person actually transitioned and they were in the middle of surgery. Like they could have transitioned on the operating table. Or this person kind of got sick suddenly or something like that. Like it was out of the blue. You understand what I'm saying here? Or again, they kind of kept their health like it was a secret. Some of you could have been angry because they didn't tell you that they were sick. You didn't find out till later on. That's where that anger could be coming from. And for that, I do apologize. If I can change something, I would change that and tell you the truth. So you would have known the full depth of how sick I actually was. Because I feel like they hid it to keep you from, I guess, worrying too much, or they didn't want to like worry you. They thought they made the right decision by doing that, but now they look back and know that wasn't such a good idea because it actually hurt you. And they apologize for that. Let's get some more messages here. We have the Queen of Swords at the bottom of the deck. We have winter. I was saying, remember I mentioned something about you cold. You was feeling like cold. They want you to feel warm, but you was feeling like cold. They could have, for some of you, maybe they transition in the winter time when they transition. But also, it's saying here, this person, the spirit is saying here, they want you to like start nourishing yourself a bit more, take better care of yourself, okay? And by that, you need to let go of this anger, these holding on to grudges and stuff like that. Because some of y'all have this bad habit of like holding on to things that don't do you any good, and it causes stagnations in your life. It's not healthy for you to do that. It's causing a lot of stress on you. Just in general is what's coming through here. So let go of any anger or resentment you have towards other people, or even like towards them, because they're saying that I do apologize for not telling you the full truth. For some of you, you have healed in regards to that, or like you have healed, but it's still there somewhere back in your mind, in the back of your mind. You know, so they're saying they want you to rest. You know, clear away any of these unhealthy patterns of holding on to anger, or holding things within you, again, that does not serve you. And if they want to give you that advice, because when they were on this earth, they're saying they did give you a lot of advice, a lot of, they were your mentor. You know, for some of you, this was your elder. Is what's coming through here. They gave you a lot of advice. It could be, you know, some air signs coming through here. Libra, Gemini, Aquarius. We have Cancer, Taurus, Virgo, Capricorn. But I don't want to overwhelm you with signs. They don't have to be this sign. But yeah, Queen of Swords. They gave you advice, and they gave you a lot of constructive criticism as well. You know. And this person, mostly for you, they were like a very truthful person. But for some of you, again, they kind of kept it a secret, the full truth about their health. I was saying this person was on some type of medication. Maybe they even hid like the type of medication they was taking, because they didn't really want nobody to know, or want nobody like, because this individual was very, like, they were really like really head of the family, and they didn't want to be like, they're the one that took care of other people. They didn't want nobody else taking care of them. You understand what I mean? Like, or nobody worried about them. They were the one worried about everyone else. So, you know, it was their reputation was to be strong, and so, you know, they wanted to keep that reputation until they just couldn't anymore, and the truth actually came out, because they just kept getting sicker and sicker to where they couldn't hide it no more. For some of you, if you resonate with that message about, you know, they kept it a secret, didn't tell you the full truth. But again, for some of you, they didn't know how bad their health actually was, and they kind of found stuff out in the late, like it was too late by then. It was like too late when they found out. It was regardless of this person's age or who they are, is what's coming through here. I was picking up on this person, like confirmation for some of y'all, this person like wore glasses or something like that, or reading glasses. For some of you, they could have liked to sew things, or like craft things as well. For some of you here, if this is a woman, it's a health issue that affects a lot of women that they might have had. For some of you here in this group, or it affects only women, this health issue or disease or something like that, or it mainly affects women. This person could have had children. Interesting. I'm hearing they're saying, like, don't let other people take your light away. Don't let, you know, others take your light away. You know, you are a shining light. Yeah, see everything through the eyes of love. This is some of their advice. Love is patient and kind. Love is not jealous or boastful or proud or rude. It does not demand in its own way. See things through the eyes of love. Like, don't hold on to grudges, the past. Yeah, they want you to rest too. Some of you have been working a lot lately, or doing too much as of late, and they want you to rest, or and treat yourself to something here that you enjoy. Treat yourself, rest, take a break. They want you to be filled with laughter. It could have been like a specific song they used to sing to you. I was picking up, they might have like used to like to hum, or they might have had like a good singing voice. Something here with that hummingbird. It's a specific song that you two loved, or like they love to listen to a specific song, a specific genre, or something like that, okay? Or like for some of you, maybe it's a particular song you couldn't listen to anymore because it just was too painful to listen to because that was their favorite song. Any other advice? Or something? Yeah, 1717. Maybe this is an angel number. You see, someone is watching over you. Yeah, they're watching over you. Yeah, good fortune, unseen forces, direction. Even if it seems like you're not making any meaningful progress, things are moving into the right direction. If you see this number, it's a sign that everything will work out in your favor and your dreams will come true. Yeah, they're watching over you. They're like, I'm watching over you. So pay attention to that 1717. Right? Good fortune, unseen forces. They can be working hand in hand with your spiritual team here as well, with judgment coming through here. Because they can be working with your spiritual team, and not a part of your spiritual team. That's also a thing that's coming through here. That happens too. We also have 333. That can be another sign you see. You can pause it and read that message. It may be a message for you. But I just wanted to take that one into account. But yeah, 3333. Yeah, they're watching over you. See, we have see everything through the eyes of love. They see you. Someone is watching over you. And good fortune is here. But they're saying here, everything will work out in your favor. Your dreams will come true. And even if it seems like you're not making meaningful progress, they're saying things are happening beneath the surface here, because they are working hand in hand with your spiritual guides to help push you through this particular phase you might be in. For some of you, you know, when this person transitioned, you could have, again, went through a bit of you could have went through a depression, whatever. I'm not diagnosing you, but maybe for some of you did, or like you were in a period where you were depressed for a while, especially like if this was your mom or somebody, or like, again, this family member, you and this family member was very close, or you and this person was very close, okay? But, you know, that's what I'm picking up on here. Let's see. What could be important months. You may or may not resonate with this these months. August, maybe for some of you, their birthday could be in August. They could have transitioned in August or December here, and then we have July. I wasn't gonna pull 3, but well, at the current time I'm doing this reading, it is, excuse me, y'all. Maybe for some of you, they had a really bad cough too. That can be a message coming through here. Maybe they had a really bad cough. That could have been one of the symptoms. Or like they did a lot of coughing, you know, through their sickness. Because that's happening to me here. But yeah, it could be because, you know, it's their birthday month, so they've been on your mind heavily. If you're watching this at the time this uploaded, we is in August currently, but this is a timeless reading. Or it could have just recently passed in July, and they just been on your mind recently a lot, and they know they've been on your mind a lot. Or it's like their birthday coming up or something like that. It's soon, and so, you know, or the month, like their anniversary of their transition, of their passing. Also, December is coming through here. So August, July, December. The winter season can be important here. for some reason. Let's see, any other thing to do with a time, maybe something to do with their transition or a birthday month or something like that, or something here about when they pass. Okay, so we have in May 2 for some of you. And let me get one more here, because it is a general reading. They could have passed away 3 years ago for some of you. It could have been 3 years ago. Okay. So let's get some letters and numbers for some of y'all to get some extra confirmation. If the other information resonates but none of this doesn't, it could still be your reading. I'm just doing this because some people do need, you know, the confirmation, you know. And the spirits want to give you that confirmation as well. And you can do anything you want with these numbers, you know. It can be, you know, their birthday months, how many years ago they transitioned, the age they were when they transitioned can be coming through here. You know, like, oh, you know, they probably was 63, or for some of y'all 80, or, you know, 70 or whatever, 90. Could be years they were born, like the end of the year, like maybe they were born in 1963 or something like that, or 1939, you know. A specific name want to come through here with strong with that G. They leading me to that G letter. So that's for somebody there. You can spell out or get any messages from these letters. And from, okay, the number 4 want to come through here as well. So I'm going to put that there. Put that right there. Okay, and let me see. Yeah, OG. Like this person could be like an older person again, or like an elder to you. A strong F is coming through here as well. They pointing to that F. You can spell out anything you would like to here. It can be a name here, a location, initials. Maybe your name is showing up. Maybe a name that, you know, that wasn't their actual name. It could have been like what you called them, or a name they called you, or something like that. Is what I'm picking up on here. But yeah, that's what I see here. Y'all can, like, you can give it a pause and you can channel a message from here that I'm not picking up on, that you can channel. If you can channel, you might be getting another message too, or additional stuff that I may not be picking up on because it is a general reading, but it may be some confirmation here for you. And so, you know, look through these letters, look through these numbers, give it a pause. I do recommend you do that. And yeah, and let me know in the comment section what came through for you. I want to hear feedback specifically for this type of reading. I really love when I get feedback. So give me some, tell me in the comments like what you picked up on. I picked up on this and that, or I saw this is what they used to call me, or this, that, and the third, or whatever. Like, let me know. Or like, this was the year they was born, and, I see this number all the time, whatever. Let me know, because I love to hear back. When I do a deceased loved one readings, I love to hear back with that type of stuff. But yeah, that's all I have for you guys who selected group number 1. Thank you for watching. If you connected with the messages, give it a thumbs up. That'll be very much appreciated. If you are subscribed to my channel, hit the notification bell so you'll be notified whenever I upload videos and stuff. If you would like a private reading from me, the information in the description. If this group did not resonate, y'all is welcome to select another group, or if you want to hear another message, that's fine. Until next time, beautiful people, hopefully you do come back for another one. Peace. Group 2. How y'all doing? Hope you're doing great. So we're gonna get, messages from your deceased loved ones, a loved one, and yeah, that's what we're gonna be doing. I said it in the intro, but I'm gonna try not to like call out like a specific gender. But if I do pick up on that, I will let you know if I'm picking up like heavy on a man or woman. But it can still be like, if I say, oh, I'm picking up on a man or I'm picking up on a woman, it can still be the opposite. It's just that's what will come through here strong. But I'm gonna try not to do that, okay? And because a group of one had like something come through specific with that. But yeah, let's go ahead on and get into it. Let me quit rambling. This here. So authenticity. You guys pick authenticity. I can be my true self. Change me, divine beloved, into the one. Change me, divine beloved, into the one. Hold on, guys. Okay, yeah. Change me, divine beloved, into the one who has the courage to be my true self. Allow me to honor my sexuality, desires, and needs as sacred expressions of your divine love. So this person was someone who you were able to be your authentic self with. Any secrets or things you didn't tell the people, you definitely told this person, like they knew your deepest, darkest secrets, and it could be vice versa as well. You were able to be your true self with this individual. And for some of you, even if, you had something like, for example, like, just that is a message coming through here because it says honor my sexuality. If you are like a part of like the rainbow community or whatever, like maybe you told this person first and they accepted you or whatever. That's for those of you who may be a part of the community, which and you had something here different with your sexuality that is, you know what I mean? So maybe this person accepted you, or if you didn't come out to after this person has transitioned, maybe this could be a message saying that they accept that, like they're glad you can be 100% yourself and they're actually proud of you. Or it can also be like for some of you in this group, they're saying like just in general, they are proud of you, of everything that you have done in this life, of all of your accomplishments, whether big or small. They are very proud of you. They're proud that you are living in your truth, that you are being who your authentic self again, right? And that you are very unique and different, and they admire that, and it's honored on their end is what's coming through here. And they love the way that you express yourself and you live your life, that you walk your true path. And again, you don't let no one tell you what to do in life or to go this way or whatever. They love everything about you that's different and unique and special. All right. Let's see what else is coming through here. We have third house, Aquarius. Yeah, I was talking about here being different, and Aquarius came to truth. Yeah, living in your truth, right? When everything is done as an offering, even the act of speaking. Oh wow, speech with the third house, speaking. You get shown when to talk and when to be silent. Your words come from silence, not fear. You do the talking. Dear Lord, take me over and speak through me. Yeah, you live in your truth. They're saying you continue to live in your truth and be different. You may be maybe you are like always like the black sheep of the family, always the different one. You could be quite edgy and like free, and maybe for some of you might be a radical person, and you just like something here with you is unique, authentic, different. And they like that's your power, is what's coming through here. Creation coming through. Pay attention to your finances, purse, the will, and then we have finally here the bear. Now, some of you could have went through a personal transformation, and you, given that you made the decision to go through that personal transformation, they're giving you a thumbs up. They're like, you actually made the right decision. You understand? So if you went through some sort of personal transformation, or you changed something, you shifted something, you decided to take a certain path, they're giving you a thumbs up. I'm so proud of you, is what's coming through here. And how you overcame certain obstacles and things. They were like, I was there with you on that path. You know, with you, I was right there on side of you, doing that transition or doing that transformation, okay? Is what's coming through here. For some of you here, it's something here about there. Before I get into more message is coming, they showing me some things here for some of you about their death. So it is multiple messages coming through here because it's a general reading. So I'm sure, okay, so it makes sense with the third house, because it's a lot about like speech. It could have been this person, they slowly was deteriorating. It's hard for me to say that word, okay? Deteriorating. They slowly deteriorated. And they could have had like speech issues, or like they couldn't talk anymore. It could have been something here with the tongue or something like that. Maybe they tongue swore. It was a part of whatever health issue they had. It could have been like, for some of you, maybe it had something to do, like they had a cancer. For some of you, it could have been any cancer, but for some, it could have been like the cancer of like the tongue, or this cancer affected their speech. It could have been also a brain issue, like they could have had like a tumor and it could have affected their speech, or also like a stroke. Maybe at some point in this person's life, this might have not been what actually took their life, but they could have had like a stroke, and like the left or right side, it made them start talking a certain way, because I mean that is an issue with the brain, and so they kind of slurred or something like that, or like had like their mouth went a certain way. Yeah, this person, they're saying, I'm with you. They okay with your life's decisions, the decisions you made in life, or the choices you made. They are proud of you. They probably always told you they were proud of you when they were living. Like, I'm proud of you. You were honest. Like, you always confided in this person about a lot of things that you would never talk to other people about. They knew everything, is what's coming through here. They could have left with that purse coming. Maybe they purse coming through. They could have left you some money. They could have left you money, or like some sort of some valuable thing that's worth money, or like some valuable item. They left it to you. Maybe it can also be this person is the one who inspired you to make this personal transformation, to go through a shift. And that's why they were saying they proud of you. They're proud to be the one who ignited that as well. Their death is actually, or I shouldn't say death, because I was telling the last group, I don't want to say death because we never truly die. We live on, right? But their transition, their passing, it was actually a part of, like that was intertwined together. Because they saying I was gonna pass anyway, but also my passing coincided, if that's the right word I can use here, coincided, like it's together with this shift and this personal transformation you made, because that's when you made the transformation. I'm hearing you put your foot down with something here, and they saying you did the right thing with that situation. Something about a situation in your life, you put your foot down, and they like, you damn skip it, like you damn right for doing that. Excuse my language, but they coming through here like that. Maybe they was the type of person that like curse and stuff like that. Is what's coming through here. And they're saying that for some of you here, they're saying that you didn't make the same mistakes they did. And you know what that is. They're not giving me like a specific mistake, but they're proud of you for not making the same mistakes that they did when they were on earth. They're saying, yeah, my mistakes were a part of my life on earth, but it's like, for some reason, some of the things that happened in your life mirrored their life in some way. They went through similar things that you did, but they didn't master it like you're mastering it. They took like a different route and it affected them. But in the end, it still was their time to go. Like regardless, they ended up fixing those mistakes. But regardless, they're saying it was my time to go. It was my time. Okay. And so whatever this health issue was, I was mentioning certain stuff. Now, for some of you, it could have been a stroke that took them out. Because I was saying something here about a speech, or they couldn't speak anymore. It could have been they were in a coma. Like before they fell into a coma. Or like, you know, their brain, there was no activity. It could have been like their brain, like the oxygen, their brain wasn't getting oxygen no more. For whatever reason there. And so it could have been like y'all had to unplug the machine or whatever. It could have been a situation like that. And you was there for it. I'm getting like really, my heart is getting really heavy. You understand what you understand what I'm saying, y'all? Like, I feel like I want to cry, you know, because that was really tough. It's like with the bear, it speaks about like waking from a spiritual slumber. So maybe this person's death was a part of your spiritual awakening. Or I don't want to say death, this person passed. And I don't know why I keep saying death. Maybe for some of you, because I wasn't doing that for group number one, I keep saying death for this one. Maybe for some of you, that was the death of your previous self. When this person passed, it changed you completely again. It was literally the death of the previous you. And that's why I keep wanting to say it. With creation coming through here, that could be some of they actually have inspired a lot of the things that you created. Again, inspired your path as well. Now, again, they could have been similar to how you were as well. Maybe for some of you, this person actually was the one that was part of the rainbow community. For some of you here, they were. I don't want to say any specific person, but this might be just for a small minority here. This could be like this probably was your sibling. Or it could have been like somebody you were dating, or like a close friend. But again, that's not gonna be for everybody, okay? That's not for everybody. That's just for some if you resonate with that. They're like, I can hear your thoughts. I can read your mind. I can hear your thoughts. I do hear when you talk to me. You probably always talking to this individual. You talk to them out loud, or, you know, maybe you have, they be the main one of people, you know, who you've loved that's transition. They always show up in your dreams. This is the main person here. They always show up in your dreams. This person could have been a bit heavier set for some of you here. They could have had a bald head, because I'm being drawn to that, or like long black hair for some of y'all, or black hair. It could have had like a kink or a curl or waves to it. For some of you, could have been like kinky hair, afro textured hair for some of you. It's like this is your inner strength. You grew a lot. You grew a lot is what's being said here. And again, they are proud of that. Let's get some tarot. I'm doing all this talking. I ain't even pulling no tarot cards, child. All right. Yeah, the Six of Cups coming through here. Yeah, this is somebody you knew for a long time. Maybe someone you knew since youth. Yeah, this person could have inspired you guys to heal that inner child as well. Yeah. Five of Swords. Ace of Wands. They love how you do things and how you pour so much of your love into your creations and your passions. And they're like, you're better than me. With Five of Swords, conflict. You fought through the battles and you came out on top of these battles. The Ten of Cups. Yeah. No matter, you know, if I'm not here on this world, we still connected. We're still family. We're still together. Our souls are tied together. You know, that's what's coming through with the Ten of Cups. The Tower coming through here. Can we get a clarifier for the Tower? The Wheel of Fortune. Yeah, there's that shift. Yep, this because we got the wheel twice. The Sun at the bottom of the deck. This is you being reborn with the Sun. Again, this caused the shift, the changes. Like this is that dark night of the soul. The sudden change. The awakening here. With the Tower and the Wheel of Fortune. Yep. Side by side, I was with you side by side. I'm sorry if this is crooked, guys. But yeah. Side by side. Let's get some let's get some other information here. Yeah, tragedy. This was a tragedy. It was very tragic. For you guys, it was catastrophic. It was a disaster. I mean, this can also be the Tower energy about the dark night of the soul or going through that spiritual transformation. It's not pretty at all. It's not. But it happened through a tragic time. That was very tragic. Okay, for you guys. Maybe for some of you, you actually went, after this, you went on down a destructive path. You did stuff that was kind of destructive. It's not going to be for everyone. But then you went through that. Something could have happened to where it scared you. And then you were knocked into, you know, that spiritual transformation or into your awakening. We have missing at the bottom of the deck. Maybe for a while you were misguided. You were looking for yourself and then you found yourself. Or again, this person's death caused you to find yourself. Transition, passing. Because I keep saying death. I'm sorry about that, y'all. Yeah, look at that. Use loving strength. This is some advice. Use loving strength and discernment. Yeah, I'm not trying to win the approval of people, but of the Creator. If pleasing people were my goal, I would not be the Creator's a Christ servant. Okay, because this is a Christian based deck, so I'm trying to like steer away from that. But to not use certain words. But yeah. So they are very proud of you again, that you know you're different. You're not a people pleaser. You're not looking for approval from others. You know, you're doing your own thing, and they are really again proud of that, and proud that you chose to again live in your truth, speak in your truth, not hold back, not take nothing from nobody. Because I'm not here to win the approval of no people at all. Like, I'm not here. I'm the only, as long as I approve of myself, that's what it is. I'm not here to please nobody. Yeah, they want you to keep yourself united in the spirit, binding yourself together with peace. Stay united and connected to your internal self is what's coming through here. Okay? Continue to grow spiritually and become the best version of yourself is what they're saying here. All right, let's get a possible angel number and other message. from them. We have gratitude. Yeah, shift. Remember we were talking about that? Enthusiasm, gratitude, contentment, new experiences. Yep, so this 1919, this may be a number you see a lot. The number 19 could be important. Oh, happy day. An ample opportunity related to your life's purpose is just around the corner. Take immediate action. Once it pops up, of course, a lovely partnership or epic romance is also in the cards. They can also be helping you find, you know, your romantic partner. They're also helping you on a journey towards that, towards a lovely partnership. Also, when you get inspired to try new things, this person is a part of that. Yep, they were a part of your shift. Gratitude. You are content within yourself. Continue to stay content within yourself. They're helping you on your purpose. You're becoming the best version of yourself. Okay, this may be important for some of y'all. You can read that if you want to. But no, I actually going to read it this time. Forward movement. You're moving forward. 8, 8, 8, 8. So 8s can be important. Innovation. Again, an innovator. You're an innovator. Okay? Focus, creation, progress, forward movement, skills and goals. An opportunity, help, extra cash, or other supporters coming your way. They can also be showing you that, you know, letting you know a message. Your finances are about to improve as well. So keep going and have fun when performing your tasks. The most tremendous success comes from passion. I was talking about your passion earlier too. All efforts will be rewarded big time. Okay, so they're acknowledging that, right? Acknowledging your innovative energy, your ability to create, to move forward. Again, with the creation, we see some synchronicities, forward movement. They're letting you know you're moving forward successfully. Things are shifting. Money is flowing to you. Also, for some of you here, they're also helping you in your romantic life and partnership for you to find your partner as well. So they know that they actually have the scoop and the tea on that. Okay, so they probably already know who it is, you know. Also, if you are in a relationship, they approve of your partner. So let's get some months when they could have transitioned, or their birthday months. If this doesn't resonate, it can still be a reading regardless, okay, if all the other information does. April, October. So for some of you, this could be their birthday month or a month they transitioned. Let's see what else we have coming through. It could have been this person passed away 10 years ago for some of you. Okay, it could have been 10 years ago. That day they passed could have been a very gloomy, foggy day. It could, or you felt foggy, you felt, you know, it was very, of course, it was very tragic, you know. They could have transitioned for some of you in the morning time. You know, again, some of you guys, y'all was there when they unplugged the machine or something. Like a machine could have been keeping this person alive. We have in December as well for some of you. Now, for some of you, maybe they passed away within the last 10 years. Okay. Or again, 10 years ago, 10 or more years ago. Yeah, it was a very gloomy day, of course. But I don't feel like this was a death that was like you saw it coming. You understand what I'm saying? Because I'm hearing, like, for some of you, they slowly deteriorated. And, you know, that's what I'm picking up on. Okay. Like, they was, you know, like you guys, it wasn't like anything sudden or anything like that. Okay. But, of course, that's not going to resonate with everyone. Let's see some letters and numbers. You know, this can be their names. It can be your name might come through. Maybe a name that they called you may come through. It can be like a year they were born. Their age when they transition. First, middle, last name, a name that people close to them called them. something you called them again, a name they called you. And please let me know in the comment section if, you know, you find something here, like anything like, oh, you know, because I love to hear back with stuff like this for like deceased loved one stuff, and like getting that confirmation. Oh, you know, they used to call me Apple or something like that when we were young. You know, something like that. I like to hear back. You might see this in the letters and see that in the letters and get that confirmation. Yeah, so I don't know. I like hearing back for this type of stuff. So again, let me know. They probably love to eat grapes. Some here with grapes. They probably was like their favorite fruit or something. This person could have had like a sweet tooth. They loved like this the sweet tooth. They had a strong, very strong sweet tooth. Is what's coming through here. Yeah, they could have been very different and unique themselves. I was picking up on that. I don't know. It just, this person had a certain spark about them, you know. Is what I'm picking up on. You can get what you can from here. This can be like it can be of a name of a place that maybe they was born, or maybe you grew up, or, you know, initials of a place, or a first, middle, last name, nickname. Certain, you know, sayings can be here. A year they were born, like maybe this person born 1979 or 1989 or something like that. Let me pull a couple more numbers. You can do it however you want to. Maybe their birthday date is here as well. This was such a beautiful person with a beautiful spirit. You know, they were very lively and just like full of life. You know, this person. I'm seeing you guys like by y'all. Somebody is sitting by this person's bedside and like crying their eyes out. Your head is down by this person's bedside and you crying your eyes out. That's something that's coming up. Because you already knew it was coming. Like they told y'all there was nothing else they can do. They brain dead. So either they was going to be on the machine for the rest of their life. They would never wake back up. Or something like that. And it was hard for you guys to let them go. But that's not going to be for everyone in this group. But I am seeing that. Or this person could have been in hospice. Something was coming through here as well. Like I was saying, slowly deteriorating. For some of you, they was in hospice for a little bit. You know, for a minute. I'm hearing like for some of you, they was in hospice in December and they transitioned the next year around April, March. Again, April, maybe they got something here with that. Or they could have been in October and transitioned in April. For some of you, they was in hospice for a while. Like, they were still up and talking and stuff like that. And it was like a slow deterioration like that. So you knew it was coming for some of y'all. Others of y'all, something here about they went brain dead or something. It's something like that coming through here. In a coma. That's what I'm saying, picking up on. But yeah, that's what I have. You guys can like get anything you want from this. Maybe you channel like a different message or other extra message, that something that's to you personally that I didn't pick up because this is a general reading. It can be some messages here in these letters. You can spell out whatever you want to, do whatever you want to, these numbers as well. Give it a pause. Take your time with it. Just because I'm saying bye, that don't mean it's over for you. You can look through this video, like fast forward, go back and listen to something. Maybe you missed something I said or something. It may be another message you getting again. Do that, okay? And yeah, let me know in the comment section. I love hearing back for these type of readings. Give me some confirmation down there. If you see something, you like, oh, you know, this and that. I picked up on this and I seen their name. Their name is this and their birthday year is this. Let me know. Let me know in the comment section, okay? If you connected with the messages, give it a thumbs up. That'll be very much appreciated. You guys, if you are subscribed to my channel, make sure you hit that notification bell so you'll be notified whenever I upload videos on here. If you'd like a private reading from me, the information is down in the description below, so check that out. Again, if you are interested, if this group did not resonate, you're more than welcome to select another group, or if you want to hear another message, that's fine. Until next time, beautiful people, peace. Group 3, how y'all doing? I hope y'all doing great. So we're gonna get some messages from your deceased loved ones, and yeah. So you guys pick divine assistance. I am open to receive, but I'm gonna try to not like I told the other groups, like not say a specific gender, whether it's a man or a woman. But if I do pick up on that, I will say that, but it can still be the other gender. It's just, that's what I'm picking up on strongly. Or, you know, or if I'm gonna tell you guys if I'm picking up on like what kind of relationship it was, like whether, you know, this was like maybe this person, you know, who has transitioned is coming through is like a relative or like a friend or something like that. If it's like specific stuff like that, I'm gonna include letters and numbers and months and stuff as well to connect, like maybe when this person transitioned, with month, or like the date may come out. But like, you know, if none of that resonates but the messages does, it can still be a reading. Let's get into it. A divine assistance. I am open to receive. Change me, divine beloved, into one who is willing to receive all the right help. Let me feel deserving of divine assistance in every way. Open me to receive. Yeah, so this person is assisting you here. This spirit that's coming through here. Also, I'm actually hearing a message too, like you may see, because I'm seeing these birds. A lot of times when you see birds, that's a sign from this individual. Maybe for some of you, there could have been a situation when a bird like flew directly beside you and it was like looking at you or something like that. Was this deceased loved one that came through. That was them. Okay, so that's your confirmation here. They could have loved flowers and stuff like that as well. Because I see that here also. They're also sending in assistance as well. So they're sending in like people to come in and help you in life. Anytime you get any help or, you know, refreshing energies, this person has sent those in. People in as well. They can be a part of your spiritual team is what's coming through here. Because not all the time is people we knew, in at least in this lifetime here, you knew on earth in this lifetime, become a part of your spiritual team. But they could be a part of your spiritual team, okay? So we have the 4th house roots, okay. Chiron healing, courage. It could be like a specific, you know what I'm saying, with these flowers. Maybe this individual had a specific flower, or it could have been like a specific type of flower they loved. And y'all had that at the funeral because they adored that specific flower or that particular color. Maybe, you know, they had a funeral where it was color theme, like y'all used their favorite colors and stuff, and people wore like a specific color in honor of them. Is what's coming through here. We have grief, of course. We have dog protection from a friend. I do feel like this energy is protecting you. Dogs can be symbols as well. Maybe this person owns specifically a dog. Specifically, they had a dog. We have the wanderer and we have the bat coming through here. So something I'm picking up on here definitely could be like for some of you, this person coming through here could have be a blood relative. I'm getting that here with the 4th house, family, background, comfort. Is what's coming through here, but doesn't have to be. It can still be like a friend who you consider family, who transitioned, who was like family. So we all know family doesn't just have to be blood relative, like blood, you know. And because there's people, you know, in our life where we so close to them, it's like their family, it's like they blood. And then they got some people who related to who are blood, but they don't feel like it at all. You know what I mean? So it can be like that for some of y'all here. And because I'm saying that could be the situation for some of y'all. This person could have struggled with addiction at some point in their life, is what's coming through here. There could have been some trauma here with that. They could have struggled with some type of addiction. Oh, Lord. For some of you, maybe this person, you know, they might have committed, you know, as suicidal. They could have committed suicide. You know what I mean? Like they could have committed. I don't know why it'd be tougher. They could have taken their own life or took themselves off the planet. It was their own doing. And so, you know, that could have left a lot of trauma. They could have left behind, or this person was dealing with a lot of trauma. You know what I mean? And they just couldn't handle it. For some of you, it just was too much. For some of you, maybe this person's, you know, their transition was quite painful. I feel like in the end, this person admitted to their faults. But they're saying now I'm pain free. Like I'm not in pain anymore. Even if they had a painful death or they had or a painful transition passing. Because I don't want to keep saying death. We don't truly die, blah, 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 right? But yeah, that's what I'm picking up on here. For some of you. It could have been they was in a lot of pain before they transitioned, and that caused you, because this person was in a lot of pain, that caused you to have a lot of grief. And you always question, like, I hope they pain free. I hope you're not in pain anymore. And they're giving you that confirmation. I am not in pain anymore. I am pain free. When they had their transition, that was them going back into spirit, them breaking their ties to that physical body that held them back, and they're free and they're joyful. And for some of you, maybe you're worried that there is some type of punishment from them if you are with a group where the person did take their own life. There's not punishment for that at all. They didn't get punished for that, okay? There's no judgment from the creator with that. They're like, I'm happy, you know, I'm pain free. And I did talk about that before, about how, you know, some exocidals are suicide. Those are, some people are, they're meant to pass away that way. I'm just saying, you know, maybe some people have but that's what I know. All right, that's what I've been told here. So, you know, that was the way they was gonna, that was their exit point, okay? So, that's what I'm picking up on here. But yeah, they're saying that they're free from, you know, pain. There's no pain. I'm with the creator. I'm with the creator. And I'm growing as a spirit. And yeah, I'm seeing a dog. They're also protecting you, protecting your energy. Now, for some of you, nobody knew the amount of pain this person actually was in because they covered it up so much. This person made everyone laugh and be happy. And the person who makes people laugh the most, or the funniest person in the room, is the main one who be going through the most. And people never know, because they were in a very much in a I had to stop for a bit. But yeah, I believe I was saying this person was in a darkness, like before they are. It could have been the pain that they were in, if they were like going through like some sort of disease. For some of you, it could have been like they had some liver disease, or it can be something with the pancreas. Maybe for some of you specifically, it was pancreatic cancer, or something here. For some of you, this person had health issues throughout their life. It could have been like a blood issue. Someone lost a lot of blood. Or like they had some sort of internal bleeding. They admitted something. Again, for some of you, they admitted to fault and acknowledged that they had their problems. Because for some of you, it could have been this person just dealt with so much in their life and they just couldn't take it no more. And so again, they released themselves. Now, for others of you, maybe this has no connection to their transition. But they could have had an addiction at some point in their life, and you know what I mean? And like they survived addiction, but in the end something else took them off of the planet again, out of this world, off of the earth. And it may not have a relation to that, but maybe for some of you they did have an addiction. Now for some of you, maybe the addiction did cause, like for some of you, maybe it could have been an alcoholic and they had like a liver issues, you know what I mean? Like what it is, like cirrhosis of the liver, because I know all about that. I know some people who passed away from that, okay? If I'm saying that correctly. But yeah, or like issues or something got onto the liver. They could have been on dialysis too, or something like that. This person's body just completely gave out. But they're like, because they could have been in a lot of pain too, and like emotional pain. Some of you, they could have took their own life because of the health issues they was going through, and they just couldn't take it no more. To just take away the pain, but that's not gonna be for everyone. But there is a lot of grief that y'all went through, because maybe it felt as though you could have did something to keep them from doing that. If you resonate with this person, like taking their own life, like, but there was nothing you could do. It was meant to happen that way, is what they're saying. There was nothing you could do. You did what you could do. It's not your fault as well. Don't blame yourself for this. It's not nobody's fault. It's my fault. Like, I did it. Ain't nobody did this. I did this. You know what I mean? So, you know what I mean? I wanted the pain to go away, and it's gone now. I'm no longer in pain. Now, this could have had like for some, they do acknowledge that they are the cause of some people's trauma because of their passing. No matter how they pass, it must have caused like an effect on everyone around them, like everyone, because especially if it was they took their own life, it caused an effect on other people. Like it caused other people to go through mental stuff or whatever. They acknowledge that as well. They want you to keep going, no matter how hard it gets. Keep going. They're nudging you to keep going. Don't worry. All will be well. They're sending in assistance. Enough to hear, dear divine, I feel your courage. They're like, you're strong, right? You have that strength to get past these obstacles. Or, you know, for some of you, maybe you dealt with similar issues, or you went through like a mental health issue and you was diagnosed and stuff like that, because I'm definitely not diagnosing anyone, but you know, maybe you did, and you even thought about, you know, these thoughts, but they push those thoughts away. That's not, you're not supposed to, you know, this a trigger warning. It's going to be trigger stuff come through it. You're not supposed to lead this earth that way. That's not how you're going to lead this earth. This person is saying you're going to live to old age. Okay, know that. For some of you, maybe you think you're going to like transition young. You won't. You're going to live into old age is what they're saying here. So get that thought out of your head. Maybe you have suicidal ideation and stuff like that. Again, it's going to be triggering stuff come through here. But they're saying you're going to live through this, okay? You're going to live to old age, and that's why divine assistance is here. They're protecting you from those thoughts. They come and they go, and they're actually making a lot of good things happen here for you, because they are, you know, a part of your spiritual team, and they want those thoughts gone. Let's get some tarot. Yeah, this is hope. You know, they're saying continue to have faith and hope and healing. They're helping you through the healing process. Maybe it took you a while. Maybe you're still actually healing from this person's death. Now, I don't know, maybe for some of you this is fairly recent, or this is quite recent. Maybe within the last 5 years this happened. 6. That's pretty recent. For some of you, it was a long time ago, but you're still not completely over it. And so maybe you're in the final stages of grief, or like it was just very heavy, a lot of tears. For some of you, maybe you said a speech at this person's funeral. That's something that's coming through here. And they're saying you had a beautiful speech. Okay? They're acknowledging that. Yeah. They're saying this is temporary. This stuckness, this is temporary. They're sending in a lot of healing energy. They're saying have hope for the future. Because I have a lot of things in mind for you. There's a lot of things on the horizon. They want you to get excited is what's being said here. We have the Knight of Pentacles. Yeah, there's a plan. There's a plan for you. Okay, there is a plan. In this life, there is a plan for you. And you will live. That's something that's coming through here. You will live through this. We have the Three of Cups. So get excited. But yeah, there is a message saying they're sending in some people here, like some assistants, and they also acknowledging that they are a part of your spiritual team. They're sending in assistance, help. So you're gonna have some meet some people, connections and stuff that will help you throughout your life, and they are the ones helping get in these energies here. There's a lot of teaming up happening. We have Temperance at the bottom of the deck. Yeah, it's a lot of healing. They're here with you, helping you through the healing process. Or it took a lot of healing heals. A lot of people in the family went through a lot of stuff here when this happened. For some of you, if this is a relative, or it affected a lot of people around. And so, you know, they're helping each individual heal from the pain that came with this. And I'm also hearing them saying you have a superpower. Yeah, you have a superpower. Maybe some of you actually are healers. Okay, healers go through some of the worst type of pain and stuff as well. We also have Temperance at the bottom of the deck. Like I said, it could have been for some of you, someone had an alcoholic issue or whatever at some point in their life. I'm seeing a lot of like tears and rain. The rain, maybe this person enjoyed when it rained. Or like when it rains, it pours. Or after the rain comes in, you know, the sun comes out. Yeah, the sun will come out tomorrow. Yeah, from I'm thinking about Annie. Maybe there's a connection with Annie or something here. I don't know. Maybe somebody had red hair or something like that. Maybe somebody's name was Annie. But that, of course, that's not going to be for everybody. But maybe that was their favorite movie or something, or show or whatever. Something like that coming through here. Like they're saying the sun will come out tomorrow. But again, there is a strong message saying that you will live. All right. Yeah, you're sheltered, you're protected. And yeah. What's the message for them? Yeah, it's time to be adventurous and play. The flowers are springing up. Yeah, something here with flowers. See, I'm picking up something here with flowers. I don't know if this person had a garden, or again, it was a specific flower that this person enjoyed, or it was something at their funeral or something. The flowers are springing up. The season of singing birds has come, and the cooing of turtle doves fills the air. I was talking about birds as well. Like birds is this person's sign to you as well. It really doesn't matter the color. It could be white birds specifically, but yeah, birds just in general. Some here with water. Maybe this person loved to swim. They could have lived near like a lake or a body of water. For a very small minority, it could have been raining the day they transitioned, or it rained like the next day again, or it something like, I don't know, it's something like that. Something here with the rain. It could have been a transition in spring, or possibly the summertime, but specifically could have been in spring. Celebrate the gift of life at the bottom here. Let the sea and everything shout his praise. Yeah, something here about the ocean, the sea, water. That was some advice. I forgot to pull one of these. Let me pull this. Okay, and then I'll pull the angel number. Yeah, celebrate the gift. Life is a gift, and you will live. You will live. You will live. For some of you, it might be this person may actually incarnate in a baby that you will have in the future. For some of you, or like your baby does stuff, or your child, could be maybe your child, not a baby no more, but your child does stuff similar to how this person did stuff when they were alive. Like they like some of the same stuff, or that child reminds you of them in some sort of way. For some of y'all, it could be that they left a child on earth, and that's your connection to them. That's a piece of them that they left. Or like children or something like that. Something like that coming through here as well. For some of you, could be like somebody here. Maybe you took this person's child in, or their children. For some of you, maybe you took their dog in after they transitioned. Yeah, they're helping you get your heart's desires. Yeah, dreams come true. So they see what you have your heart set out on, and that you're longing to achieve, and they're like, I'm helping you get that. Set your heart on it. You know, your wishes and dreams will come true, the star. So keep having hope and faith, they're saying here. Yeah, you guys shared a past life together as well, is what's coming through here. Some trauma. Look, a lot of here about trauma. The situation has a connection to your past life. They're saying that actually the way I transition is connected to my past life. So they're saying like it was supposed to happen that way. Whichever way, however they transitioned. Interesting. Let's get a final message here. And then we'll get, we have 2002. For some of you, maybe this person transitioned in 2002. It could have been a birth year. This is not going to be for everyone, but the number 20 can be important too. Patience, flow, clarity, joy, movement, taking action, unconditional love. Yeah, this love is unconditional. It is time to put those long cherished ideas into action. You will soon come into contact with the appropriate individuals. I was talking about they connected you with other people, right? You see what I'm saying? Circumstances and resources. So yes, eventually you will express joy as well as a brand new opportunities. Trust in the process. Yeah, so have patience. And the temperance can mean like patience too, going with the flow, as well as the star flow, water flow. Instead of fighting up against a wave, ride the waves, right? Movement is happening, taking that action. I do feel like you guys have taken a lot of action on stuff. Unconditional love is here. I love you unconditionally. Yeah, friendship, maybe they helping you in this part of your life. Friendship, success. For some of you, this could have been a friend. Impatience. Maybe some of you guys need to be patient because you're impatient. They're saying be patient. Break free. Birds can symbolize freedom. Free yourself from the burden of impatience or this mindset you have as well. Get optimistic. When chances present themselves, seize them and do something out of the ordinary. Whether it is your professional or personal life, you will find success by welcoming creative impulses and having faith in your own abilities. Yes, you have a superpower. Trust in chance and take risk. Yeah, they want you to look at the Wanderer. That's the Fool card. Take risk on opportunities that could change your life for the better. Yes, they want you to take more risk. Have more fun as well. Play. Make time to play. The Fool card will represent play. Loosen up a bit. Have fun in life. Don't take life too serious as well. Live your life. Be happy in your life. Yeah, that's something I'm picking up on here. Let's get some confirmation. This information may not resonate. We're going to see if when we can get when they might have transitioned. We have January, or their birthday month may come through here for some of y'all. Okay, so you guys got 3. We have April and December. Okay, so could be, you know, birthday months for you guys here, or like a month they transitioned. Let's get some more information with that. Again, if this information doesn't resonate, it can still be a reading if all the other stuff resonated. It could have been, didn't I say something? Did I say anything about? No, I didn't. None of that. In spring, they could have transitioned, or something here with spring. There's a connection to flowers in spring. For some of y'all, they could have transitioned in February. In that January, February, like in the beginning of the year. Let's get some letters and numbers here. And yeah, you guys can channel anything from these letters and numbers. Hopefully y'all don't see me in these cards at the back, because I look a hot mess, okay? Hopefully my image not showing, okay? But yeah. All right. And you may be getting other messages from this, and do that. Give it a pause too for these letters. For this a blank for, so you can use this for to spell anything out if a letter is missing. So you can put it in the blank in place. You can you probably get messages that I didn't pick up on that can still be for you. You know, maybe something that I because it's a general reading, so I can only get so many messages. But yeah, you can channel too. That's open. And let me know your thoughts in the comment section. You know, what resonated, or you know, oh, you know, their name came through here, or they used to call me this. Let me know in the comment section. I love hearing feedback for this type of reading, for sure. Okay, so again, their initials can come out. A name of a place, initials of a place, a nickname, a name you called them, a name they called you, could come through. Your name. You know, it could be anything like that. So give it a pause. Take your time. You can go back and listen to these messages again in the beginning. Maybe you might see something or get a message that I did not get again, because it's a general reading. But yeah, a O and a D name is strong here, because they guide me to those O's and that specifically to that D. It can be the year they could have been born, like a birthday year, like 1964, 1963, 1993, 94, anything like that. Okay, another letter want to come out. Yeah. You can be in these numbers can be connected any way you feel like you can connect them. The age when they transition can be coming through here as well, or a number that's around that age as well. Okay, you can do it. Give it a pause. You don't have to, just because I'm ending the reading, that don't mean it's over for you. Like, give it a pause, see what you can get, and write it down. You can get your confirmation here. They can definitely be coming through here for you, because they know you guys watch readings and stuff like that. They're around you, so they gonna send in some messages. Okay, so yeah, do what you can do with that. And again, if this doesn't resonate and all the other messages did, it can still be a reading. Thank you guys for watching. Give it a thumbs up if you did in fact connect with the messages. If you connected with the reading, that would be very much appreciated. If you are subscribed to my channel, make sure you hit that notification bell so you will be notified whenever I upload videos. If you'd like a private reading from me, that information is down in the description below. So definitely check that out, y'all. And, you know, if this group didn't resonate, or if you want to hear another message, that's fine. You can definitely do that. And until next time, beautiful people, hopefully you do come back for another one. Peace. Group number 4. How y'all doing? I hope you're doing great. Finally, in the group number 4. In group number 4, Lord, this video gonna be like 2 hours and something looking like. But yeah, you guys picked Divinity. I know my true identity. We're gonna get some messages from your deceased loved ones. And yeah, so like I told the other groups, and like I said in the beginning, if I pick up on a specific gender, like a man or a woman, I will say. I'm going to try not to do that, though. But if it is coming through strong, I will say it. Also, I will say whether or not I'm picking up on, like, a strong energy of, like, a mother, father, grandfather, sibling, friend, or whatever. I will say that, too, if it comes through. If not, just more with their message is going to come through. It may not come through, like, as a specific person or whatever. But, you know, regardless of what I say, it can still be the person that's on who you're watching for, regardless of what I say, if the messages resonate, okay? I just want to make that clear before I get started. And yeah, so let's go ahead on and get into it. Again, you guys picked Divinity. I know my true identity. These are the chakras, of course. May I always remember my true identity is unlimited light and love. Let me know myself as pure consciousness. Wake me from the sleepwalk of believing I am only human. So they want you to remember that, or don't forget, because you know that you are not only human. You know, you are a human you are a spirit. We are human, but you are a spirit in a human form and you're animated physically, you know, having a human experience. So you're a spirit having a human experience. You're not only human. So they want you to know, never forget that. And, you know, they can be letting you know here that, you know, if you are living a life and you're walking down a spiritual path, they approve of that, though you don't need their approval. But you know, you are on the right path with that if that's what you're doing here. Is what's coming through here. And you know who your true identity, you know, and that they want you to remember your soul is unlimited, okay? And nothing is out of reach. We have 12th house, yeah. The subconscious mind, the surrender conjunction, perfectionism, guilt. We have guilt twice because the 12th house, guilt, okay. Bail announcement. The hooded man, that's the hermit. That number 9 could be important. I'm being called to say that. Okay. Number 12. Tarantula. Maybe for some of you, you feel guilty about their death. Or it could be they feel guilty they were going to pass away. So it could be a situation where you guys, you know, I mean, you guys were expecting, like you already knew this person was gonna pass away, and they knew it too, obviously. And so maybe there was some sort of guilt. Somebody felt guilty, like they felt guilty that they was passing, they were gonna, you know, transition. Okay. And so there was a lot of prayer here, a lot of, you know, maybe you guys like prayed or something, like right before they transition, or they prayed a lot, got themselves together spiritually, whether it be religious, it might have been a more religious way, or not, but you know, because they knew they were going to transition, so they made peace with it. It could have been they made peace with it. They're saying that they made peace with it, maybe, but also there was some guilt here. Trans. It's like this person, it could have been this person was in and out of consciousness or something like that. It's like they was there, but they wasn't fully alive. They're showing me them, when they would go to sleep, they would see, like, you know, their ancestors, and because they was about to transition. So they saw a lot, like when they would dream of some of their family that had already transitioned. They would have those dreams, and they was telling them, you know, it's almost time to go. Of course, you know. And I'm also seeing archangels and stuff like that. It's like they was halfway here and halfway not here. They showing me a situation like that. It's kind of like they felt like they was delirious a little bit. For some of you, this person could have had like dementia or something like that. It could have been like a dementia thing. So they could have lost their memories. And it's like they was here, but they wasn't here. And for some of you, they felt guilty for being sick too. Oh, Lord. It could have been for some of you, it could have been like some heart issues. They could have been immobile too. Like they could have been in a wheelchair, because as they got sicker and sicker. They could have been like bedridden at home, or like they could have been in a nursing home too. Maybe for some of y'all feel guilty that they had to go to a nursing home because nobody was able to take care of them because y'all had to work or something. Like the people had to work, and so nobody really had the time to take care of them, or it had like a nurse that took care of them at the home or something. But somebody was taking care of them. This can also be that this person might have was in a hospice too. This person is saying they didn't want to be a burden, or if they were a burden on this earth to you or to the family, they didn't want to be a burden. And that's so sad to think about. Like, that's why, you know, some of y'all might have felt guilty. Maybe some of y'all felt guilty when they transitioned, or felt guilty inside because you felt as though you was kind of tired of taking care of them. If you did like fully take care of this person, you kind of had, I forgot what's the name of it. When you take care of somebody, you kind of get fatigued. It got a name for it. I forgot what it's called, like caretaker. Like when you're a caretaker, for some of you was this person's caretaker, and sometimes you kind of felt burdened, and you feel guilty about feeling burdened. But they like, I saw you feeling tired from taking care of me. If you resonate with that, and so they were counting on them trying, like, let me transition so I can take this burden off of them. You know what I mean? I don't want to have them with this burden on them. Oh, it could have been they were found deceased. You know, they could have transitioned like overnight. And so when the nurse went in there and checked on them, or when you went in there, or somebody in the family went, they was found. They was passed away. You know what I mean? It could have been something that happened in their sleep for some of you. Like they could have transitioned in their sleep. For some of you, you received a phone call from the nursing home or from hospice that y'all need, or for hospice that y'all need to get up here because they about to transition. Like they would know that. So maybe for some of you felt guilty because you didn't get there in time, or you wasn't there when they took their last breath. There was guilt with that. And they like, you don't have to feel guilty about that. There's no guilt with that. If you was tired and you had fatigue for taking care of, I understood that. I saw it. I felt it. And so when I let go, I was happy that you can be free, or that everyone can be free from that. Even though, you know, you're like, I'm not looking at it wasn't a burden, but you like, I would take care of them for the rest of my life if I could just have them back. Again, some of y'all feel guilty that they had to go to the nursing home. And you didn't want to actually, that was like something y'all didn't want to put this person in a nursing home, or like under like in like for a caretaker. Is what's coming through here. But they saying you did what y'all did whatever y'all had to do, whether it's you or other people that was involved or whatever. Y'all did what y'all had to do. And they like, there's no reason for you to feel guilty for that, you know. Like, some of y'all think back, if I can go back and I do something different, like I just do it different. I wouldn't have never like put them, or like I would have made time for them. Like for some of y'all were so busy, y'all had a lot going on and stuff like that, so you didn't necessarily have time to see them that much and stuff like that is what's coming through here. And so they like, you don't have to feel guilty about that. You was living your life. They want you to, there's a message saying they want you to continue to live on your spiritual path. They saying follow your intuition. They want you to journal. Now, for some of you, maybe you actually journaled about feelings you had about this person's transition or about their death. Well, I don't want to say death because I keep saying death. Their transition. We never truly die, of course. And it's like now it's coming repetitive because I keep saying that throughout the groups. But it's like you should like journal or journal down your thoughts about how you feel. It could have been, or you journaled that day when you found out they transitioned. Maybe for some of you, you actually have their journal. Some hear about like a cookbooks and stuff like that. Maybe this person was like a really good cook too. Like they tore down in the kitchen. That's something I'm saying. Like they was known for their cooking and stuff. So you have like, maybe for some of y'all, y'all have their recipes, and some of y'all might have their journals, a lot of their paperwork, and for some of you you still have their obituary and stuff. Like you have like a box full of their stuff is what's coming through here. They want you to claim your life purpose here with that tarantula coming through here. So some of you, if you're at a crossroads, I'm thinking about the song "Me at the Crossroads." Like we gonna see each other again. We're gonna see each other at the crossroads. We're gonna see each other. We will see each other. When I see you again, we're gonna see each other at the crossroads. We will meet again. But what I was saying? Oh yeah, they want you to continue to be on your spiritual path, on your soul's path. You have a deeper purpose here is what they're saying here. And with that, you'll find true happiness. Let's get some tarot. This person may, they come a lot in your mind, in your subconscious mind. You never go a day without thinking about them, and they recognize that. And they want you to have a little bit more compassion towards yourself. Don't feel guilty about anything. Yeah, some of you guys feel guilty, and every time you think back on it, that guilt always comes back. Like every time you think back on that, guilt always comes. And then you start to feel sad. Maybe some of y'all even shed tears every time you think about it. They're like, I'm there. Even though you can't see me, I'm there. Yeah, with the bell, with the announcement, I definitely feel like some of you might have got a phone call that lets you know you need to get up here. I'm hearing something about you need to get here fast as well. Maybe one of your siblings or a family member called you, somebody called you and said, you need to get up here. It could have been the people made an announcement, like if they was in like some sort of nursing, like a home, or they called y'all and said y'all need to come on up here. Some of y'all didn't get there fast enough, and that put you in a really dark place, and you felt guilty and you felt sad that you wasn't there when they took their last breath. And that had this messed you up for a long time, or every time you think about it. Is what I'm saying here. Some of y'all did make it in time. You did the best you could. They're like, it really don't matter, because I wasn't alone when I transitioned. When I transitioned, they had, other people waiting on the other side, other spirits, family that walked them in to the other side here. Because they were saying, like I was having dreams and stuff about family. They were saying that my time is almost up. Like my time is coming. And they want to send you empowerment energy here. They say, I send you a lot of empowerment. They're saying, I'm your ally. I want to, and they join forces with you here. They activate you. They also want you to release the idea of like being perfect. It says you have the permission to make mistakes. So friend, it's the root of creativity and change. Allow me, divine, to make as many mistakes as I need. Free me from prison of perfectionism, because you're not perfect. Yeah, you made mistakes, or yeah, if you're thinking about like you wasn't there enough and you didn't visit them enough, like it's okay. Like ain't nobody's perfect. Maybe you feel like that was a mistake, but it's okay. It's like it's fine, right? No need for you to feel guilty or that you didn't make it in time, or that, you know, you wasn't really there much, or you feel guilty for taking care of this person. That depends on what you resonate with. This 6 of Cups coming through here. You still my baby. I still love you is what's coming through here. So I don't, it could be anybody, but that's what's coming through here. They saying you still my baby. I still love you. All right. And though I don't have a physical body, it doesn't mean I'm not around. So remember, I'm around, I'm here. You know, they like, now I'm free. I'm not bedridden. My memories are here for some of you, because I was picking up on, for some here, it had something to do with dementia or Alzheimer's or something like that. Or, I don't know. It could be something here. Their memories was going away. It could have been some heart issues here. They could have been in a wheelchair. For some of you, this person was they had diabetes really bad. And for some of you, they might have lost a limb and stuff from that. Their eyesight could have been going bad. They went mobile. It could have been like old age. Just, you know what I mean? For some of y'all here, but that's not going to be for everyone. It could be any age here. But it could have been something happened to them. Their death could have been, or their transition, their passing, I keep saying that, could have been an accident, and there could be some guilt from that. It doesn't have to be any of the things that I mentioned. It could have been like an accidental transition, like it was, and that's why y'all feel guilty. For some of y'all, maybe you even feel responsible for it. You feel responsible for it, or I don't know. And this kind of was like all you can think about for a while. This person could have been someone who was very much structured and disciplined before, you know, things happened to them. But I do feel like this was somebody more mature in age. And they went through some difficulties, but they kind of mastered them until, you know, other things happened in life that took over. There was like, that was the completion of my life. It's okay. You know, they're acknowledging that they had to go that way. Again, something here about something is not your fault. However, whatever happened. Let's get some advice from them or other messages. We have focus on God's love, or you can say the Creator loves. The Creator's love. Make every effort to keep yourselves united in spirit, binding yourselves together with peace. Yes. Stay connected to spirit. Stay connected to your soul, physical body and soul, self-connected. Become still so you can hear the Creator. Yeah, you can contact me through stillness, through meditation, through prayer. Pray. Because you already have a strong connection to the divine for those of you in this group. And so they're like, you can contact me through prayer. If you want to speak to me, you can talk to me. I can come through for you. Let's see. What other message here? Maybe an angel number. What other message coming through here from the deceased loved one? Group number 4. Thank you, Spirit. We have a 1001. That can be important here. Manifestation, abundance, money, dreams, wisdom, prosperity. Yeah, this person might come through your dreams a lot. This Spirit. Focus on the good and maintain your concentration. Yeah, something here about concentration on the outcomes you desire. See, concentration. You desire. Stay disciplined. They're saying continue to stay disciplined. Know that everything that happens in life, this test, even the difficult things, it's time to put faith and time into your ideas and pursue your goals with all your might. Yes. So they're saying that you have such a beautiful, courageous, and brave spirit. Yes. And they're sending you this empowerment energy. And release the idea of perfection. They can be helping you with your manifestations here. and with your abundance in the money aspect of it here, they helping you get that. And then at the bottom of the deck, this was at the bottom of the deck for another group. Realistic, practical here. You can see practicality, approach goals, divine timing, ambition, and cooperation. You have the benefit of good fortune. If you use wise judgment, you can do anything in this place. You can reach new heights. You should act on your potential when you see the pattern and sense what your plant will grow. You're about to experience a spectacular ascent. I think this was at the bottom for another group. Was it at the bottom? Yeah. 3333. You may see this number a lot too. Yes. Realistic, practical, realism. It's time to get real with yourself, practical. And they're saying that things are, in fact, manifesting. Okay, let's see what month may be important. Now, all of this information may resonate with our channel, but maybe the months won't. Okay, well, let me put these down. And so this can be like their birthday month, a month they may have transition. I'm going to get a third one. August. But again, it doesn't have to resonate. So for some of you, again, it can be when they were born here, a month, or again, a month they may have transitioned when they passed. Let's see. Let's see, what else? Anything else about when this person might have passed? It could have been a very hot day. Okay, hold on. In September. It could have been at sunset. I want to pull another one, actually. It could have been in July. So it makes sense for the hot day, depending on what part of the world you're in. Could have been at sunset or at night for some of you. Like in the evening time. Could have been a very hot, it could have been a hot day, or I mean, when it's hot in the daytime, it's still hot at night. Okay, so, you know, yeah, for some of you, or I'm picking up on a strong at night, evening time, but it could be, you know, at any time, but that's what I'm picking up on. So March, August, December, September. And y'all, please let me know your thoughts in the comment section. Let's get some letters and numbers. Like, let me know if you see, give me your confirmation in these letters, okay, and these numbers. For some of y'all, maybe like a specific name is coming through here, but like, yeah, her name was, or his name was, or their name was this, and they used to call me this. Like, let me know. I like to hear feedback when it comes to this kind of stuff. So this can be initials of a name, or a place. Could be coming through a place where they might have lived or used to go to. It could be like literally anything. You can channel anything from these letters. You know that? That's why I'm pulling a lot of them, so you can spell some things out. And just because I end the video, that doesn't mean it's over for you. You can go back and re-listen. You might have missed some messages, or, you know, if you can channel some messages from here that I may not be picking up on for you specifically, because it is a general reading. Okay, maybe this person loves to read. They love reading books or reading, even like way back, like reading the newspaper when that was, you know what I mean, as well, you know. They showed me read the newspaper. You know, they love to read. They had like books and magazines, could have been around for some of y'all. So it's definitely gonna be somebody who around when a lot of that was big. I mean, nowadays, you know, a lot of people don't really read the newspaper, so this can definitely be somebody up there in age, or who's, you know, been around during that time, you know, been on this earth for a while. So it depends on what you resonate with. They got another message coming through here. This could have been somebody who transitioned. This might be for one person. They coming through here saying they transitioned years ago when they was a child. It could have been an accidental passing. You know what I mean? Again, it could have been like some sort of accident or something like that. And you feel guilty because, or maybe for some of y'all have survivor's guilt. Survivor's guilt? Something like that. Like for some of y'all, I'm hearing this should have been me. So you could have passed too, it could have been you, but instead it was them. I don't know, y'all. For some of y'all here, that's not gonna resonate with everybody, but it's something coming through here. Like, for some of you, this person literally saved you, or it could have been you. Like, this person might have saved your life in place of theirs, or again, you feel guilty because it wasn't you and it was them instead, or I don't know, it's something like that. And this could have been years ago, and you were a full-blown adult. Now you like, some of y'all probably in your 40s. This might have happened when you was like 10 years old or something like that, and they was young too. So I don't know. This just that's what's coming through here. That might have be for a specific group of people. Something here about this person used to cut grass or did a lot of yard work or something like that. For some of you, when they was able-bodied, because I'm picking up on the different stuff, or they used to do a lot of yard work or something. But yeah, you can try to get anything from these numbers and letters. It could have been a year they were born. Like, maybe they was born like 1962 or 60, 1998 or something like that, 1990. It could be an age, 19, I don't know, anything. In the age and the number, I'm seeing 9s here too. It can be like the age they were when they transition, or age that the number that's around the age when they transition. They can, however you want to do it. You can channel anything from these letters. Again, go back and listen to more if you missed anything, or you can channel yourself from these cards if you're getting like different messages. That's fine, y'all. So that's where I'm gonna end it here. Thank you guys for watching. If you did in fact connect with the reading, give it a thumbs up. That'll be very much appreciated, y'all. And if you subscribe to my channel, make sure you hit that notification bell so you'll be notified whenever I upload videos and things of that nature. Okay? If you'd like a private reading from me, the information is down in the description below. So check that out. Again, if you're interested, if this group did not resonate, you're more than welcome to select another group. That's fine. If you want to hear another message, that's fine too. Select another group. Until next time, beautiful people. Hopefully you come back for another one. Peace.